oftentimes when you look up autoimmune diseases, it's a immune system that's gone amok. It's an immune system that's, overactive or not intelligent. And what you're saying is just the opposite, that it's a very intelligent system that's responding to a toxin that we've inadvertently created by not being able to break down our foods most effectively.
Most definitely. And your immune system works by a mechanism called molecular mimicry. So molecular mimicry is, for example, that apple. Let's say that apple has an amino acid sequence that your thyroid happens to have. Because our tissue is also protein, right?
Right.
And our tissues are made up of amino acid chains. So let's not say an apple. Let's say beef. You have antibodies against beef, and anytime you eat beef, you get either an allergic reaction or you get an intolerant reaction to it. You already have antibodies against that beef because it became an antigen, and your immune system is recognizing it as an antigen. Well, that beef is going to have an amino acid sequence. Well, your thyroid or your joints, they're also tissue. They also have amino acid sequences. So if that amino acid sequence that your antibodies, that your immune system has recognized, let's say an amino acid sequence A, B, C, and D, and your tissue, let's say your thyroid, also has the same sequence A, B, C, and D, your immune system says, wait a minute, that A, B, C, and D that's here is also the same A, B, C, and D I just created an antibody against on the beef. So by molecular mimicry, it's going to attack your thyroid. So that's where an autoimmune hypothyroid Hashimoto's is created by molecular mimicry. Okay, so yes, and your immune system then becomes uncontrolled, and it starts identifying friend and foe as an enemy. Friend, your own tissue; foe, the antigen, and now you have an autoimmune condition.
And that's where enzymes come in to help, because that sounds so daunting and so scary. So for our listeners that are like, oh man, I'm screwed because, you just said that my body is now attacking myself. So let's circle back around to calm down our listeners. And so what can we do how do we reprogram our immune system? How do we fix that?
Okay, so one way is by eliminating that offensive food. Okay. And in about 6 months, if it's a strong lymphocytic reaction that your immune system is carrying on against a certain protein, we eliminate that protein for about 6 months. We dose with proteolytic enzymes to quench that inflammatory response, and your immune system starts silencing itself. And then slowly we can start reintroducing that food little by little, but now with a digestive capacity to completely break it up into its molecular components so that your immune system doesn't, again, say, hey, that's an undigested protein. It's too big to be in here. It's not an amino acid. Let's attack it.